Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. We're back in the kitchen where I'm going to teach you how to make my party cheese ball. This is a blue cheese ball, and I actually use a half of a 6-ounce container. I believe it's a 6 or an 8-ounce container. I'm not sure. I split it with my mother, and she got the part that had the container in it. And this is real crumbled blue cheese. Real crumbled blue cheese, okay? You want your ingredients to be cold, all right? Because your warm hands are already going to warm this up a lot. You're going to need a jar of Old English spread. That's the Old English cheese spread. You can use other spreads as well, but this is my favorite one. And if you don't want to do the whole blue cheese like this, or you just want to use just some of it, and by the way, I crumpled this up even more. I make this pretty fine. But you can also use the blue cheese version of this as well. And you're going to be needing some chopped pecans. You don't have to wear rubber gloves, but to be honest with you, this is a holiday party, and I think keeping your hair up, keeping your space sterilized and clean with lemon wipes or something, you know, those Clorox wipes, I think that's all a really good idea. My goal is not to get family coming in sick by any means. It is the holidays. We've had temperatures of about 3 to 6 degrees minus 0. And now we're supposed to be back up this weekend. We're supposed to be back up into possibly the 40s to 50s. And I'm hoping that is correct, because that sure makes it a lot better for travel, doesn't it? I worry about my family coming in. And tomorrow we're actually going to Jacqueline's. And of course, you know, Jacqueline's where I've been staying for the last couple, off and on throughout each month, off and on, trying to help her get her house ready. And she works a lot of hours, and her husband works a lot of hours. So, and by the way, you can keep these jars. I see a lot of these at the Goodwill. You can keep these jars, and they make great juice glasses for little kids. They love drinking out of these. I drank out of them when I was little. Did you drink out of those little cheese jars when you were little? Write me down below and let me know. All right. Now we're going to add the blue cheese. This is so easy and fun to make. It really is. Can I get that open? Now, like I said, I like to take and I like to crush it a little bit more. Well, here, I'll do it while it's in the thing. All right. This is so fresh, I can't even crush it. All right. And then also, I'll put it in my hand because you don't want too much. About 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. And you can adjust that to your taste. Some people like more. Now, while this is still cold and you don't want to overwork it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to blend it together. And when you blend it, you kind of mush it together, blending in that cheese, that blue cheese. Oops. And you just start kind of folding it. Stuck to my, hang on. It's harder to do with gloves on. There we go. Sometimes it's easy just to take it, get all that blue cheese in there like that. Work with it quickly. This is so much easier to do when you don't have the gloves on. All right. And when you get it blended, for the most part here, you don't want to over blend. Right there. I need to get it. There we go. All right. Now we're going to take and scoop it all out just like this right here. Get it all. And what you don't get, be sure and have some crackers sitting aside, right? And we're going to take and we're going to shape it into a ball really quick. There we go. Just sit it in there just like that. We're going to cover this bowl up with plastic wrap, and we're going to refrigerate this for about 15 minutes. Okay, we kind of got that chilled again for 15 minutes. Our pecans. And we're going to put a healthy layer down here onto a paper plate. And we're going to spread these out nicely. Now, if you got some big chunks, go ahead and try to break the bigger ones. I buy these whenever I can find them on sale. They can be very, very expensive. So about $7 or $8 for that pack, and I got them on sale. So I don't know how much they are in your area. I suppose that in Texas it'd probably be cheaper than it is up here in Indiana. All right, now we're just going to take our cheese ball and we're going to roll it just like this right here. Can you see that? Just roll it just like that right there, and then around the edges. Take your clean hand and get this side, and then we're going to put it back over here like this and do it again. If you have to, pack it on. And there's little ones in there to pack in there. Alright, give it another shake. Roll that way. Just keep going over it until you can't really see any of that yellow part of the cheese ball any longer. Some little ones here we can stick in there. There we go. Alright, looks great. Looks great. Now we're going to kind of work them in. Get it nice, and then I always take and keep it like that, or make it a little bit flatter looking. And I like it a little bit flatter looking. Fill in the blanks. That way it doesn't dry out. There we go. I will save these in another baggie because I have to make another one. Here we have our Goodwill find of the week, and it is just a cheese ball tray, $3.99, and it came with this dip bowl or cheese ball lid. And then you can have the crackers out here or chips and dip, however you like it. And when you store it, you just store it like this right here. You store it away just like that right there. But we're not doing dip. We're actually doing a cheese ball. And so we're going to sit that right there in the middle, just like that. Give it a shape. And what I'm going to do here is, I know that that fits nicely. All right, that's perfect. And I'm going to go ahead, and this is going to go in the refrigerator tonight. So instead of sticking this whole thing in the refrigerator, see, I've got it figured out. I use the chip bowl piece here to keep this cold and from drying out. We're just going to take the cheese ball and we're going to wrap it up in plastic wrap. 2 layers. Here. We're going to sit it down inside the bowl so it doesn't lose its shape or get squashed by anything. And we're going to put this in the refrigerator just like this, okay? It'll be ready to go tomorrow, and all I have to do when I travel with it is go like this right here, and then see this? The cheese ball won't be rolling around inside of there. And this will give me a bowl for my chip dip for my relish tray. And I'll show you that here in just a minute, okay? So we're going to sit this right in here and sit this right in the refrigerator. We'll be right back. Here is our, I guess I got it all wrapped up. This is our other Goodwill find, and it was just a beautiful silver tray with cut glass dishes in here. And I just put in carrots and cauliflower. But anyway, we hope that you hit the like button. Be sure and share this video. It's a great cheese ball. People love it. And what I'm telling you, this will be the cheese ball. And you can use real onion instead of onion powder, but chop your onion really, really fine if you do, and use only about a tablespoon of onion. You really want that blue cheese and that Old English to come out of your cheese ball. So too much onion, I think, overrides this. Don't use garlic, use the onion powder. All right, we love you. Go with God, and Merry Christmas. It's 10:59 and 11. So right now it's exactly 1 hour to midnight. So I hope all your little kids are in bed, and I hope you're having a very blessed evening. Subscribe because we'd love to have you here on our little homestead. Merry Christmas and many blessings.